Start. Okay. Okay, so today's topic is developing good human relationship or interpersonal relationship. Okay. How important is interpersonal relationship? President Roosevelt said the most important single ingredient to the formula of success in an organization is the ability to deal with people. Out of all the expenses that is there, or all the ability that is there, the ability to deal with people, he rates as the most important. Okay. Rockefeller, the great magnate, business magnate, he said, I will pay more for the ability to deal with people than for any other ability. So he also rates this ability or getting along with people as greater than any other skill. Our own Shiv Khera says, people knowledge is better than product knowledge. Okay. And you know, in America, I don't know whether they still have it, but they were all private railroads, like our Western Railway Center, the private companies were running this railroad.
Even in India
We had it, no? Yeah. So railroad, and Mr. Smith, A.H. Smith, president of a leading railroad company in USA, says railroad is 95% man and only 5% iron. So you can see the importance that is being given to dealing with people. It is estimated that an average executive spends approximately 3/4 of his time, that is 75% of his working time daily, in dealing with people. Okay. The single most cost in an organization is for people, is the highest cost. People are the most valuable asset of the company also. Right? So again, this shows the importance of dealing with people. People in the know of things, they tell us that if you learn to handle or deal with people, you are 85% on the road to success in business, and 99% on the way to success of personal happiness. So this is just to stress the importance of interpersonal relationship. Now, ours will be a very, what shall I say, hands-on talk. We'll see whether we can do something which will improve our skills. Okay, all of us are seasoned people, so we must be having lots of skills. So how do you go about developing interpersonal skills? Or what interpersonal skills you will try to acquire? Or how, in short, how will you deal with people? What is the best way to deal with people in order to have a good, healthy relationship which will help you in your business as well as in your personal life? Okay. And the first principle or the first step is learn to appreciate people. You ask me why, what is there to appreciate? If you look, there is always something or the other you can appreciate. So look at people with a view to seeing their strengths, their positives, and commenting on it, appreciating it. That's most important. Appreciation makes a person feel important. And the desire to be important, the desire to be appreciated is one of the deepest desires. According to the psychologist, his name I forget, William James. It's one of the deepest desires is to win the appreciation or importance of our friends, our neighbors, our bosses, our colleagues, whoever we are dealing with. Yes, go ahead. Manjaka? Everybody likes appreciation. Okay. So fine, we agree with that? The most hurtful emotion for a human being is the feeling of being unwanted. Mother Teresa says that the big disease is not leprosy or TB, but it is this being unwanted. We'll find it in our own personal life also. I know many people who are suffering a lot just because the children have flown away, they've gone and settled abroad, etc., and they feel nobody cares for them. So we have to avoid. If you want to win people's heart, we have to make them feel wanted. Really. Okay. So appreciation is the first step. Second is acknowledge people for whatever they do. Whatever little also people do, acknowledge them. Don't take people for granted. Learn to say thank you. Develop the habit of gratitude. Not thank you only for people who do you favors, but thank you when people do the work they are supposed to do. For example, I am sitting in the office as a manager in a bank and I call for a cup of tea and the peon gets it, I tell thank you to him.
Thank you for coming to help us.
Yeah, thank you for coming to Help Library. We are here to... Okay. So, yeah, your typist types a letter for you. You can order her, but you just tell her, please type this. And then you acknowledge that. So, that is important. You acknowledge people for... Don't take people for granted. Develop the habit of gratitude. And don't just feel gratitude, express it. I know people who will say thank you. If something I feel grateful to Sirish for something he did, I don't tell Sirish thank you. I go and tell him. Ask yourself whether you have this thing. So if you have this, then overcome this tendency and directly tell somebody thank you and all that. Okay. And there's a way of saying thank you also. When you say thank you, look in the person's eyes, smile at him, shake hands with him if you have to shake hands, look at, and then it should not be a formality. You should genuinely feel it. And at least from the heart it should come. Okay. Okay. The third, you make a mistake, please forgive me. You cannot use I'll amend it, I'll make up for it. Please don't mind it. Okay. So saying sorry is and don't wait. If I make a mistake today, I should not tell him 4 days later. Not admit it quickly.
Yeah,
as soon as time is the essence. Okay. In the same way, don't insist on forgiveness from others if they make a mistake. Just ignore it. Don't mistake it. But people like Vadia feel happy if somebody makes a mistake, but then they want to show some rhubarb. Don't do that.
No.
Okay.
I will not.
You will not do that, no? What I'm trying to tell you is that don't let ego come in the way of your relationship. Ego is the biggest stumbling block in developing good human relationships. So avoid egoistic behavior. Avoid egoistic behavior. That's what I want to tell you. And ego leads to arrogance. And it leads to misery. Happy person has no ego. Happy person has no ego. He is happy. Ego becomes a stumbling block. So avoid that. Okay. Following from that is let go. We don't hold on to things. We are in the habit of holding on to grievances, heartaches. Oh, somebody insulted me, he didn't smile at me properly, etc. I today just now had a meeting, not meeting, my work took me to my old place where I worked, bank and some insurance thing. And that lady, because she had some, last time we had some altercation, that was about 6 months ago. Today she was not behaving nicely with me. It was very cold. I was smiling all the way, my charming smile, but it didn't work. So it harms you only.
Yes.
Her behavior, the anger, the resentment, let go of grievances, your resentment, etc. It is for your own benefit, not for the other person. Okay. I'm sure that she must still be suffering.
Yes.
From because of her behavior. Nobody is really happy being rude. Okay. From that we go to avoid arguments. Argument cause heartbreak. Arguments hurt us. And what has happened to argument? So there is a difference between argument and discussion.
In discussion.
Yeah. Argument in a dialogue.
Argument and dialogue. Argument is in a discussion. When
Two-way process.
I talk, you listen.
Yeah.
Two-way process. As you put
Two-way
it.
process.
In argument, I talk and you also
Trusting.
talk. Both talk and nobody listens.
Yes.
Okay. Discussion throws light on the problem or the topic that you have taken on
Yeah,
hand.
right.
And argument just generates heat, a lot of anger, a lot of heat. Okay. What else does argument do?
Even discussion has some give and take.
Give and take,
attitude.
absolutely. Give and take.
Argument
Take,
spoils-
holding on.
Argument spoils relationships.
Exactly, argument spoils relationship, break relationship.
And health also.
Health also, yes, that's right. Okay. So, and you can't win an argument. Even if you win, you lose.
Yes,
But still people argue, I don't know why.
especially with your spouse.
Because they want to assert themselves, that's all.
Yeah. So you don't argue with your spouse?
Thank God, like,
Go to your neighbor's spouse if you want an argument.
he's a lucky man,
Oh,
Mr. Lal.
Mr. Lal.
why? He's got a good
Single.
He doesn't have a spouse.
He doesn't have a spouse.
Nah.
Yeah, single.
Single.
You have a son, no?
No.
No, you're really serious.
Really?
Okay. Next is be like me, be cheerful.
Yes.
Spread cheer. A cheerful person is liked by everybody. Okay. Be cheerful, okay? Spread cheer wherever you go, with whomsoever you meet. Be cheerful. Okay. You know, people grumble about so many things that are not working well. Okay. My answer to that is that you carry your own sunshine with you, and there will be less dark places in the world. Wherever you go, you light up that place.
Yeah.
More than that you cannot do. So be cheerful, spread your cheerful. Whoever you meet, wherever you go, try and be as cheerful as possible. Okay? If you carry your own sunshine, there will be less dark places in the world. Next is very simple. Smile.
Yes.
Big and often. Don't be a conjuice in smiling. Smile. Very broad here. Okay. What are the advantages of smiling? Smiling is the most inexpensive cosmetic.
Yes.
It's a crooked line.
Which makes everything straight.
Straight.
Thanks for your contribution. The acknowledgement.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a crooked line which makes everything straight. It is the most inexpensive cosmetic.
It improves your face
Face
value
value.
as well as bond.
As a
Bond. Interpersonal bond.
very good, excellent. What else? And a smiling face is always welcome wherever it is. Okay. Audience doesn't agree?
I don't agree.
You agree? And you know, the smile is worth nothing. Suppose I got a good smile, it is worth nothing as long as it's with me. It's only when I give it out,
Yeah.
it has some value. So, for all these reasons, learn to smile and keep smiling. And look at people when you smile at them. Okay? This is difficult to do, but try to do
But
it.
Mr. Merchant, sometimes when a person is not well, sick, it's difficult to smile.
I never said it easy.
For a sick person.
Why?
Why is it difficult?
It is not difficult.
It doesn't require any
It all
effort.
requires attitude, your own
It
attitude.
doesn't require any effort. Unless you got
No, if he's in pain or something.
yeah, you can smile. Smile doesn't require any extra effort.
There are moments when he can smile.
They said,
If he's suffering from some cancer.
Yes, that's right. But no need to be gloomy all the time.
Ah,
pain is mandatory, suffering is optional.
Yes, optional.
You don't suffer pain.
Yeah.
then
And you can the only real pain in life is physical pain. All other pain is your
notional.
everything is emotional.
True.
But physical pain you can't.
You can't, yeah.
But tooth is paining, it is paining. There's nothing you can.
Yes.
And there's no opinion about it. The doctor might have an opinion saying, no, it's not paining. So it's like that. Okay. Now, the most important, most difficult thing to do, stay away from gossip. Gossip mars, damages people's reputation.
Right.
Okay. Avoid backbiting. They call it tattling. And one thing is, I don't feel happy if somebody backbites about somebody else to you. Don't feel very happy because he will backbite about you to somebody else.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he'll just do that. You can be sure. Don't encourage him to do backbiting. But we'll have to listen to other people's things. So avoid that to build up. Otherwise, your reputation gets spoiled. It also makes people bitter. In argument also, it makes people bitter,
Yeah.
and they may tend to become vindictive also.
Correct.
They hit back at you.
Yes.
And if you're working in a team, it becomes more difficult because you will not get that 100% cooperation or contribution, you know. Next is, we are all in a habit of judging people.
Right.
Not only judging, pre-judging people. Try not to prejudge people. Have an open, unbiased mind. Talk to that person. See what he has to say before you come to any conclusion.
Right.
Just don't jump to conclusions. Okay. Next one is my favorite. Develop a sense of humor.
Humor.
Right, idea? See, smile from United States to Tokyo. Okay. And develop a sense of humor. Sense of humor makes a person very likable and very attractive also. But always laugh with people, not at
At people.
Yes.
And learn to laugh at yourself.
First,
Self.
laugh with people and not at people.
And laugh at yourself.
Yes.
And better still learn to laugh at yourself.
Like Sardarjis and Babaji's.
Yes. Learn to laugh at yourself. That is okay. Because the day you start laughing at yourself is the day you start growing up.
Yes. It's a humility.
Yeah, it's a humility. And another thing about it is that, what did you say something? You take your work seriously. Take your job seriously, your work seriously, whatever you're doing, whether it's cooking, whether it's running an organization, whether it's trying to make the video run, whether you're taking a talk, etc. Do it seriously. But don't take yourself seriously. As if to say the whole world will collapse if you don't do it.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, we all try hard. This is trying. You don't know how much work I have put in for preparing this.
I appreciate.
Thank you. That's better. You see two qualities: appreciation, acknowledgement,
Yes.
a little bit of self-praise. Okay. So, sense of humor is when you start. The day you start laughing at yourself, or the first time you laugh at yourself, is the day you start growing. Can you remember as last said, in your humor, avoid put downs. People
Running down.
humor is running people down, making fun of people. Don't make fun of people, don't put them down, don't make hurtful resentment, don't attack them on their religion and other value systems, etc.
Give them chance to save their face.
Yeah, yeah.
Many a time, even if they are wrong.
Yeah, that's another call will come. Yeah? You see, all these things shows poor taste. You know, some people feel that humor is making fun of others. Try to avoid that. Practice empathy. You know what is empathy?
There.
Going into
Not
the other
there.
Not
man.
there, not there.
Right? It's not
It's
going into the other
a
man.
feeling other person's putting in their
Putting another
shoes,
shoes on the other
standing
person.
in their shoes.
Yeah,
Only
looking at things from the other
From
person's
other-
point.
Yeah, like only the wearer knows where the shoe pinches.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I want to tell you. We have heard and we have learned that empathy means put yourself in the shoes of the other person. I go one step further and say empathy is not putting yourself in the shoes of others. If you really want to understand the person, you should become that person.
Yeah. That,
Because, see, I'm wearing this shoe, I'm comfortable because it's my size. I tell you to wear it and you may be having blisters. Your size may be 9 and the shoe size is only 7, so it hurts you, etc. So it's only when you are actually, that means you are actually
Their
that person,
perspective, yeah.
then only you will really know what. So, but and empathy will not only help you in a relationship, it will generate long-term good feelings,
Yes.
okay, understanding, loyalty, okay, and peace of mind also. The more you do things, okay, in an empathic way, all these things will happen. Empathy, we can talk a lot, but we have got our time constraint. I prefer not to talk, I talk between 45 minutes to 1 hour. After that, it's difficult to hold people's attention. Unless, of course, Anju madam gives us tea and some.
So we will get your tea, don't worry.
Then we can come back. We come back to the okay. So, practice empathy. Now, next one is very simple, and this is, please be careful because I'm suffering against this now. The quality that is required is that learn to remember people's name. And I have a tendency nowadays to forget people's name. In spite of my best efforts, I forget people's name. Sometimes it becomes very embarrassing. And why should you remember people's name? Is because your name is the sweetest word for you.
Yes.
And people feel happy, people feel valued when you talk to them. If I say, Sirish, come here, Sirish, nice meeting you. It is different from saying, how are you?
Yes, yes.
So, remember people's names. Where are you going? Okay, I'm not. Okay.
Some important.
Now, there are 3 cancers of interpersonal relationship. 3 C's. Avoid that. What are the 3 C's?
Criticize.
Don't. Criticize,
Yeah.
then complain,
Complain.
and
Condemn.
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 Don't. So these are the 3 cancers, Mr. Wadia. I want you to tell you 3 cancers of interpersonal relationship. Cancers will begin with the letter C.
C.
That is, what is it again? Repeat. Complain,
Complain,
condemn,
condemn,
Criticize.
and criticize.
put a bracket and say don't do that. Instead of that, put another C, control.
Control.
Yes.
Control yourself before you speak or write anything.
And don't try to control others.
Don't try to, you got to that point. As soon as you brought it out here, don't try to change others.
Change others.
Change yourself to become a better person. Don't try to change others. You can never change
Never,
anyone.
never possible.
I've been telling this repeatedly and because I've failed, I've tried.
You just can't.
You just can't
It
change.
is difficult to change self. तो और दूसरे को बात
You can't change your wife also.
Impossible. Change your life means exchange. Exchange offer, buy 1, 2 free.
But see, your wife is so religious, but yet you are adaptable.
I'm not adaptable. How do you know my wife is religious?
And I know everything about you.
Oh my gosh.
You have to be careful.
I have to be careful.
But not your wife, I know about you.
Stay away from gossip. Okay.
So you only said one day
What?
that your wife is very religious
She is.
and she follows, but yet you are bindas.
I didn't say I'm doing that. I am very
You're a moderate.
They're talking about you. So we are, don't criticize, don't complain, don't condemn. Rather than that, control. And, yeah. You can't change. He brought a point. Yeah. So we take up that point now. Don't try to change people. You just can't. I've told a story here now about that earthworm thing. You remember? You were not there, I think. Shall I tell it? It's a small story. And then I'll remind me to tell quotation from a Sufi saying by on this point. I think this is important. I'm bringing it now. He says the child was crying. Why is he crying? He says he doesn't want to eat. What do you want? They put so many things going. I'm not eating. I don't know. I started crying loudly. So what do you want to eat? He said, I want an earthworm.
Earthworm to eat.
Now you remember? Okay. So earthworm to eat. So earthworm. But he says, yes, I want earthworm. Earthworm, samajhte na?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the father goes somewhere and all that. In Bombay, you can find anything in your monsoon. But he catches hold of an earthworm and brings it. Now son says again he keeps crying. He says, why are you crying now? Okay. He says, no, I want it half. Cut it into 2 and bring it. I want half. Now the father gets angry. He is forcing him to eat what mother has cooked, and this fellow is asking for earthworm. So, but he doesn't give up. The father says, half earthworm. So they cut it and bring it. Okay. Now you eat, he still says no, and he starts crying more. Now what happened? He says, no, I want it fried. Okay. Now both are very angry. Father and mother said, okay. But now they are not giving up. Okay, go take it, get it fried. They got it fried and brought it. He's still crying more. Now the father doesn't know what to do. He shouts at him. Now what? Now you want it to fried, it is fried, you want it half, it is made half. Now why don't you eat? No, Dad, you eat first. And then I'll eat. Now what you dad?
Because you did not understand the other person.
Now you tell Dad, Dad gets angry, but now he's all red in the face. Okay, so he somehow gathers some of his willpower, picks up that half piece of earthquake, puts it in his mouth, and swallows it. And tells the son, now you eat the other. The son cries still more loudly and all that. So now what? You told me this, you told me I did all these things, now I ate half the earthworm also, and why are you still crying? You ate my half. This is your half, you eat this also. The short point is you can make people do.
Yeah.
Baizad was a great Sufi saint. He once said, when I was 20 years old, and he was a very socially minded person also, no? Wanting to improve society, make people. So he said, when I was 20 years old, I prayed to God. The Muslims call it Allah. I prayed to Allah to give me the power to change the world, to make the world better. And he said, I tried and I tried. For 20 years I tried, but I could not make the world better. So I became a little humble now, more humble. At the age of 40, I asked God, you make me, at least help me to change my near and dear ones. My spouse, as he says, my children, my neighbors, my close relatives, close friends. And he said, I tried to do that. Could not change even one of them, or even 1/10 of one of them also. So he became still more humble now. And he's already 40 years old. No, 40, 60 years old he is now. Then he asked God, give me the power to change myself. And then he realized, he said, had I asked for the ability to change myself, I would not have wasted 40 years of my life. So this is what it is. When you drop this point, it is there. And this, so, it's very important. Don't try to change people. Unless your relationship is a mentor, this relationship, etc. That also you have to only mildly suggest. You can't really change people. Okay. Next is listen. My God, my favorite.
Most important.
Most important and most neglected.
Listen active.
Active. Become an active listener. These people know everything. Good, very good. Now, become an active listener. Listen not only to what is said, but listen to what is not said. That is important. Not only to verbal communication, but to non-verbal communication also. You know, while you're looking like that, what is he communicating to me? Stop it, he's looking at his watch now. Both of you.
Not at all.
Okay. But this is what is, we don't listen to non-verbal communication, we don't listen to what is not said. You know, very often what is not said is more important than what is said. Okay. So listen to them, encourage people to talk. When you're listening, try to listen without interruption, which is difficult, without interruption, without judgment. What else? Listen without judgment, without interruption, without opinion either. So if you are talking to me about Ram Mandir, I already got an opinion about Babri Masjid. So what am I listening to? I'm not listening to you all the time. Most of the time when you are listening to people, you are not listening, you are only arguing with them in your mind. Or you are waiting for a chance.
Self-talk.
When he keeps quiet, I tell what I want to tell. So I'm not listening to him. And many of us are not even cultured enough to wait for him to finish. You barge
In between.
In between only you do and okay. So listen without opinion, without interruption, then without, what did I say, third, judgment,
Judgment.
and without, last one, invalidation. You listen only to want to prove somebody else wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, make it, so avoid all these four things. And it will take about 400 years to learn how to listen. It's so difficult. But yeah, life will become so much better if you learn how to listen well, okay? So don't try to change others that come here. Always make the other person feel important.
Yes.
Everybody likes to feel important. Try to make that person feel important. We have still a lot of time. Tell me if I'm be a giver. Learn to give. The more you give, the more you will become. Okay, that is the law of giving. You just cannot give without receiving. It just comes to you. Or in whatever way it comes, it just comes to you. But when you give, you don't give with the idea of getting something in return. Okay? You don't give to get something in return. You give out of the joy of giving. Give freely and fearlessly. See, human relationships are like bank deposit. The more you put in, the more you deposit, the bigger it becomes. So the more you give in the relationship, the bigger the relationship becomes, the better that it becomes. Okay. There might be people who might take advantage of you, that you know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Now, another thing you have to do is take your focus off yourself. Most people, when they're concentrating on communication, conversing, people they like to talk about themselves. They bring the focus back to themselves. Either I talk about myself or my wife or my father or my daughter or my granddaughter, whoever is important to me at that time, etc., or my class or whatever achievement my son has got. You all the time try to become center of attention, center of attraction. So try to avoid that. Put the focus on the other person. Let him talk about himself. Let him encourage him to say what he wants to say. And then you contribute to your business. Okay. So take a focus on yourself. Care a lot about people. Next one. Main thing is that if you don't care, you will never have good personal, interpersonal relationship. Care a lot about people. Now it is sad. People don't care how much you know. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Okay.
So that is the care about people. And the care should be genuine care.
Yeah.
You should really feel it. If you are only thinking about yourself, they say a person wrapped up in himself makes a very small baggage. There's nothing in it. It's only when you expand yourself. The word would be having an inclusive personality. A personality which includes things, people, new things, then it becomes a very expansive personality. Otherwise you become very, what do you say?
Introvert.
Introverted, all small package, all wrapped up in small things. Okay. Care a lot about people. Know a lot about people. And this, if you know a lot about people, but know a lot doesn't mean that you do that gossiping type of thing. You get to know people so that you can backbite. Know a lot of people, to understand about people, what they are doing, how they are doing, why they are doing, etc. And it will show that you care. It's a sign that you care about people. That's why you know a lot about people. You know a lot about people. You know what you said about Napoleon Bonaparte? Just wake you up and ask him whether you have heard Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah.
Napoleon Bonaparte, you heard, no? It is said about Napoleon Bonaparte that he not only knew the name of every officer in his army, but he also knew some details about each one of them. Who's married, who's not married, who's got children, what they're doing, etc. Okay? And he is a great leader. No wonder he was a great leader. So you do not interfere with people's life. As in Hindi में से पंचायत करने का, that's not the way. But if somebody is interested in talking about himself, if somebody is interested in sharing something with you, then encourage him.
Yes.
Then don't buy him, then listen to him, etc. And keep the focus on him. So, and don't neglect any single individual. This what status symbol, and talk nicely only to people who are well dressed, people who are from convent school, or people who are holding good positions, or people who are rich, or people who are beautiful. Give value to people. Everybody is valuable. And whoever comes at the present moment, now for me at the present moment, the 7 people sitting here are the most important. It should be like this. Whatever I am doing at that moment, it should be important for me. And I should not think about everything or devalue these people, keep people standing, keep people waiting, etc. No, don't do that. Always be courteous and polite. What is courtesy? How does it come? Courtesy? Courtesy is consideration for the feelings of others. What will be the impact of this behavior of mine on this person, or this word of mine on this person? That is courtesy. So, courtesy, and how does courtesy get reflected?
Manners.
Good manners.
Yeah.
Good manners. And what do good manners show? They show that you're cultured, you're refined. Okay? And you're polished.
And you care for
You
others.
care for others. Yes, you care for others. So small courtesies also, you see, small courtesies. Simple courtesies, saying thank you, sorry, please. These are courtesy words. Use them as often as possible. Please, thank you, sorry, beg your pardon. These words have a great impact.
Yes.
They can build up relationships. They can also break relationships.
Break.
So use your words carefully. Choose what you have to say. Choose what you have to say, and don't say what you choose. We choose some wrong word and we say that. No. Choose what you have to say. Decide what you have to say. Think about it. What impact it will have, whether it is fitting the occasion, whether it serves the purpose, etc. And then say. Now we come to the next point. One of the deepest desire is the desire to be understood. How many times when you talk to your children, when you talk to your spouse, you say, "Arey, but you don't understand me." Do you not say it? Because observe yourself. समझता नहीं है उसको कितना समझाया समझता नहीं. So we are all interested in being understood by the other person. You reverse it. You try to understand the other person first before insisting on being understood. If you want to improve your relationship, what is he saying? Why is he behaving the way he is behaving? Okay. What is another important thing in a relationship which I am touching now? A good relationship is based on what foundation?
Trust.
Who said that? Very good, excellent. Trust. And how do you maintain that trust?
Consistency.
Consistency, credibility and consistency. Excellent, very good response. So you like to deal with person who is consistent. So be consistent, be credible. I come to, what is this library called? Library at Ashish. I build up trust with her. She knows that if I give a word, I'm coming to give a talk, I come. If I don't do it once or twice, it breaks that. She'll tell me there's no. So even small things, be consistent in your behavior and be credible. Okay. Once your credibility is lost, it damages everything. Your friendship, your business relationship, everything goes. So learn, avoid that. When we come to the last page, there's still time, no? I've timed it up myself. I'm going a little faster than I thought I would go. That is because you all know so much. But again, credibility, we talk so much about, in some other lecture we will talk about developing skills. After all, if you have to run your business, you have to develop skills. If you make good team, If you run a hotel, you have to make good food and etc. Okay. So ability is important in any business. Ability is important. It's important. So I'll give you something which you can quote. Ability is important. Dependability is critical. It's not enough that I'm able. I should be dependable. If I tell you I'm coming at 6 o'clock, I should come at 6 o'clock. I can give an excuse once or twice for 5 minutes late. Oh, everybody understands Bombay traffic is there. But I give you like Shah Rukh Khan 6 o'clock time and you can come at 2 o'clock in the morning. How many times will I give? Yeah? Now he can throw his weight around.
Yes.
But, so credibility is critical. Ability is important, no doubt. Next situation, sometimes you are put in a situation where you can take a lot of advantage of somebody. Don't take undue advantage. One thing, it is bad. It is not ethical. Just because somebody has somehow or other been put in a position where you can now dominate and get everything. So it's unethical, and it is bad. Not only that, but it doesn't pay in the long run. When you do that, people keep that in their mind. You see, sooner or later they wait for an opportunity to do something and then get that opportunity. So don't take advantage of people. In the long run, it will hurt you. It will hurt your relationship. Ask for advice or special favors. Why should we ask for serious advice?
Because
Give the other person importance.
yeah, that is the main.
Yeah. Why?
Because
What
other
happened to
people feel importance in your presence.
Yeah. People love to show their expertise. So ask them and they'll be very happy. They'll feel happy. So ask for any special favors, etc. So when the feeling that comes when I am able to help you because of my expertise or because I know something which others don't know.
Correct.
You know, if you observe yourself very closely, if you give the beggar on the road some food to eat, no, immediately you feel happy and better.
Yes.
Although it's a very common thing. And you may be doing it often also. Yeah? Or a small kid you give some money or whatever it is. Small things also you do for others. So when you're doing
Something for others, you feel
and
good.
especially something, you're taken so much trouble to acquire expertise in something, and then somebody asks for you, you'll enjoy. You'll enjoy giving it. And then this auntie, this is for you. Always bring something on the table. Always bring something to the table. You have ever taken part in joint lunch and all that? In the office and all we do that, no? So you bring something, you bring something, etc. And we sit all together and eat, etc. The happiest relationship is when both parties are giving and receiving. Okay. So constantly give and receive. What you give and receive, maybe food also, but books, ideas, sharing knowledge, sharing opportunities, and whatever else are there, okay? What are the business opportunities that are coming in? What are the material for personal growth? You read a book or you read an article, you come and tell me, I come and tell you, this is very good, read it, etc. And nowadays we are lucky, we've got something called WhatsApp.
Yes.
It has got many forms, but one thing is good. At least every day there will be 2 or 3 good mail forwards.
Right.
Something which makes
90% gossip.
90%?
Gossip.
Gossip maybe, but 10% is good. You agree on I said same thing, 2 or 3 every day. Somebody, and from doesn't matter who sends it. Sometimes even if it's a repeat, it doesn't matter. A good thought can be repeated 100 times. A good book has to be read many times. There's no such thing like I've read this book or I've seen this movie. It has got so much of power in it that you feel like reading it again or you're seeing feeling.
And every time you see it in a different light.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And as you grow, you understand it more.
Yes.
So, yeah, WhatsApp may be having, WhatsApp not so much gossip, but what,
Crap.
the Facebook has got a lot of this. Facebook has got a lot. Crap, sometimes there's wrong information, many things are there. But for our purpose, learn to pick up what is good for us.
Good, yeah. It is in your hand what to do.
And I find in WhatsApp, some messages are very good. Every day in a day, 1 or 2. I am actually Russian, Morning I'll get up and see my, then I'll see at night only. Or see after 4 hours. I don't know how to disturb.
People get mad.
Yeah, absolutely. People are mad to begin with to go to work, and then they become madder.
More mad.
Okay. What to do? And they're not confined only to Babajis and Pradhanjis.
Everybody.
So you bring something to the table, that's important. And if you don't bring something to the table, what will happen? After some time, your friends will start moving away from you. Nobody, they'll feel that you're taking advantage of them. So for keeping your own dignity also. See, when I first joined Facebook, I felt that I should contribute, and I was contributing. Then I found it, I'm not computer savvy, and it takes me a lot of time. If I send one message, and you can send 15 in that much time. So,
Is it that nobody likes? Nobody gave you a like?
Yeah, I give like.
No, nobody gave you a like?
No.
Is that the reason?
No, they gave me like. That's the reason I stopped.
Huh?
No, I'm very slow. I'm not at all computer savvy.
Data.
And the cursor flies away here and there. So I appreciate people who can do it faster. They look also up and look. Up to I have to see where is R and then where is T. So anyway, so bring something to the table is a very important quality in developing good human relationship. Be considerate about people's feelings.
Yes.
I was suffering from this until nobody told me this. I used to look at things very logically. People's behavior also logically. See, man is a logical animal. Man is rational. But he is also a bundle of emotions.
Yes.
And we forget that. When you expect things from people, you expect them to behave logically only. Whether it's your father or your mother, brother or your sister, boss or your subordinate, friend or your neighbor. You keep on harping on logic, on correctness. But people are full of feelings.
And feeling is top than the logic.
Than the logic. Yeah, and they say that in order to handle people better, enlist their feelings and not their intellect.
That is why emotional intelligence is on the top
Now on the top.
than IQ.
Yeah, so keep in mind that people are emotional beings. Full stop. There's nothing else. They are emotional beings, and deal with them keeping this factor in mind. Okay. So be considerate about the feeling. Last is a simple one. I've covered it, but talk in terms of the other person's interest.
Yes.
Don't force your interest. Don't force him to take it. That's what I say when you see, when you listen also, you listen to non-verbal communication. When you talk also, you observe people. If what I'm telling you is not, if I find that it's not interesting to you, I should change the topic.
Yeah.
So, talk in terms of other people's interests, their likes, their dislikes, their growth, their successes, etc. And share the other things. So now how do we end up? I'll end up by telling you a small story. You must have read it. It's one of my favorite stories. A small boy got angry with his mother and walked out of the house and ran up the hill. We were staying in the hill, family vacation, etc. The valley. Ran and shouting, "I hate you, I hate you." Telling his mother, "I hate you, I hate you." She started shouting loudly. And the echo came back, "I hate you, I hate you." The boy got frightened because he never heard an echo before in his life. He thought it's some ghost or some spirit or something. He went running back to his mother and embraced her, hugged her and said, "Mommy, Mommy, there is a wicked boy there on the mountain who's shouting, 'I hate you, I hate you.'" Mother was a wise woman. She just kept quiet. She said, "Don't worry, darling, you just go up again and say, and shout loudly, 'I love you, I love you.'" So this boy obeyed his mother and went up and started shouting, "I love you, I love you." And he got that echo back, "I love you, I love you." What is the lesson for us from whatever interpersonal relationship?
What you get,
What you give comes back.
What you give,
Whatever you give is what you get back
yes.
in life. Life is like an echo. Whatever you give,
You get.
you get. So give more, and more will come to you. And that's why Benjamin Franklin said, and this is, I promise my last sentence, Benjamin Franklin said, when you're good to others, you're best to yourself.
Yes.
Okay? Over.
And that
Thank you.
Thank you.